everybody. So I hope everybody is well. So today I'm here with discussing your career and your self-sabotage. So I am the mindset coach. So I'm here to just let you know what is it that is holding you back. Because most of the time we have this self-sabotage and we do not know why. We do not know why we're not getting the promotions. We do not know why we're not succeeding in what you want to do, in our careers, in you moving up the ladder, or you just being successful in that role because you self-sabotage yourself so much. So today we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about what are these self-sabotage behaviors, and so that you can identify them for you and you can actually do something. You can come see me or you can work through them on your own. That's also depending on you. So what are these self-sabotage behaviors that people have? I mean, you can be also in business, or you can be in your career, also in your personal life. You are actually sabotaging yourself. You're not being your own support system here. You're doing everything in your power for you to fail. You're setting yourself up for failure. Okay, so let's just go straight to it. So one of the self-sabotage is procrastination. So welcome everybody, come in. So one of the ways that you sabotage is being a procrastinator. So I mean, you have an idea what procrastinating is all about. You have this assignment you need to do. You know that you need to do it. You need to put in some work. But what do? You stall. You don't get it done. You say you're going to do it tomorrow, and tomorrow comes. You postpone. You keep moving the goalpost. You keep moving it because you are maybe afraid of the outcome, or you are fearful that it's not going to show up the way that you want it to be. So those reasons are with you. I mean, we can go in and have 101 and talk about it. Why are you procrastinating so much? Assignments, work, projects, anything, even in your personal life, you know that you need to go enroll for this qualification so that it can help you to be more successful. But what do? You keep saying, not really, I'm not ready. It's not going to happen now. You keep giving yourself all these excuses, so you're procrastinating. So number 2 is you being a people pleaser. So you're more concerned about other people's agenda. So when they want you to do whatever that they want you to do, so you are there. You are the first person to say, yes, I'm available. So there are some issues within you that you need to fix, because your people pleasing is actually too much. You also know that for yourself, because other people's needs are more important, way more important. So you actually drop everything and then go be that person's at their aid or their service. So how can you fix that? Can you identify yourself as a people pleaser? I mean, do you do that at your expense, where you can't really do what you want to do because other people's agendas are so important? Thanks for joining. Come in. So that's people pleasing for you. And then you have negative self-talk. Negative self-talk can also block you from your goals, because you are telling yourself that you can't. You are giving yourself so many excuses. that it's not going to be you. So your negative self-talk is making you not move forward. You know that it's negative, you know that it limits you, you know that when something comes and you say, maybe they made a mistake, they shouldn't have called me and I will not do it well, I'm going to mess up, how could I? So that's you. So that's you. You know yourself. You know how you self-sabotage because of your negative self-talk. So if you identify with that, that is your self-sabotage. It's you, because you can control your thinking. You can control your thoughts. You can control your behavior. I mean, especially your thoughts. So when those thoughts comes, it's up to you. Are you going to listen to them? It is your self-sabotage, negative self-talk. And also waiting for the perfect time to start. So you know that you want to start a business. You know that you want to embark on a project, whether it's personal or it's work-wise. Maybe you want to take a project at work. Maybe explore and expand your skills. But what do? You are waiting for that perfect time. You're telling yourself that, nope, it's not the right time. It's not the right time right now. So that's also a form of self-sabotage. You need to work on that. And not setting or upholding boundaries. So you know that you need to put some boundaries because other people, they want your time. Other people, they are pushing their own demands on you. They want this and this from you, and at your expense of maybe work-life balance, anything that could be, you want this and then you would rather say yes to the other. That is not really what you want to do. So you are self-sabotaging yourself because you are not sticking to your boundaries. You do not have boundaries. You have not set them for others so that they know that when they cross this line, you're not going to be happy. You allow everything to come. So that's boundaries. Making excuses or justifying behaviors. So there you are excusing yourself. So you have a lot of excuses because, I mean, there's always a reason for you. So you're not taking a lot of responsibility. It's going to stop you a lot because it will always be the other thing. That's why I didn't do this because, that's why I didn't do this because. So you have a lot of excuses. So you are also sabotaging yourself in that manner. And you justifying your behavior because of these excuses that you have. And you're setting goals. You're setting goals, but without action plans. So you have these goals that you have set up, maybe beginning of the year, or maybe resolutions. Maybe you wanted to lose weight, or you wanted to actually start a hobby or take care of yourself more this year. But what do? You have this goal, but there's no action. You don't know how you're going to achieve it. You have not there's no action plan. I mean, you understand what I mean. You want to lose weight, but how am I going to lose weight? I'm going to start eating well, perhaps. Maybe I'm going to go to the gym. So in that way, you have these things that are up in the sky as goals, but you are not taking actions to achieve them. So you're sabotaging yourself in that way. Okay. All right. So another way that you sabotage yourself is when you start seeing progress. So, okay, you have this goal of losing weight. Let's use it as an example. Welcome look. So what do? You start losing weight. Hi, Dineo. You start losing weight, fair enough, and it's working for you. But what do you do when you start seeing the progress? You start eating the beggars. So you don't follow through. And when you start seeing some progress, you don't follow through. You don't keep up with that goal. So you sabotaging yourself in a way, because you have started all this work and you've built momentum, and then all of a sudden you are back. You are taking all that weight that you have gained. And also, I mean, we do it a lot. You go for a run or for a hike, and you come back. You say, you know what? I'm rewarding myself with this big cake. So you are sabotaging your effort. So pay attention to that when you start seeing progress and you sabotage. So that's another form that you hold yourself back. You can do it at work as well. You can do it in all areas of your life. So so that's another point number 8. And the last one is not keeping promises that you have made for yourself. So basically, it goes with integrity within yourself. You've set yourself all these goals, and you have maybe a daily routine that you've committed to do. So, but what do? You just neglect that plan. Sleep becomes more important. You know that you have to go for a run 7 a.m. So you're not in integrity with you. So you're not keeping promises that you have made for yourself. Or you just told yourself that this year you're going to study, you're going to do a course that is going to help you in this way, in this way, in this way. But now you've decided, no, maybe I'm going to do it next year, or maybe it doesn't matter anymore. And that thing, it really destroys confidence. So that's another way that you could be sabotaging yourself. Okay. So please comment if you have your own other self-sabotage behaviors that you do that are holding you back, because you actually need to work on them. Otherwise it's not going to work. You're going to keep on repeating the cycle over and over. Okay, so we just in conclusion, just to summarize what we have spoke about, we are speaking about those 9 signs that you are sabotaging yourself. We started with procrastination. So when you procrastinate, you are self-sabotaging. When you are people-pleasing, you are self-sabotaging. When you are having negative thoughts, negative self-talk, so what you say out of your mouth is not as encouraging. You're not allowing yourself to grow because of the stuff that you say and the stuff that you think that needs to change. And you waiting for a perfect time to start, whether it's a project or with weight loss or with anything at work as well. So you're waiting until you are feeling good enough. So yeah, maybe you will never feel good enough. Maybe you need to work on that self-belief or limiting belief. I don't know. We can talk about it. So if you need 101 coaching, I'm available so that I can assist you. And then another one that we spoke about is not setting boundaries. So we all know what boundaries are all about. So you're not setting them and you're not upholding them. And the other one is making excuses and justifying those excuses. Number 7, you are setting goals without action plans. And number 8, you're getting off track when you start seeing progress. I mean, we spoke about the example of weight loss. So you are doing so well, people are complimenting you. So what do? You just go back and, eat and not keep to your habits of good eating. You go grab a burger, you grab something, and you say, I'm thanking myself for being good. That's a form of self-sabotage. And then another one is you are not keeping promises that you have made to yourself. So all those things that you have said you're going to stop doing, maybe I'm going to drink less, I'm going to stop smoking, I'm going to actually go to work very early in the morning and be early, I'm going to start attending meetings early and going there early. So with all those factors, when you don't follow through, they make you feel like a liar. You become a liar to yourself because those are the standards that you have set up for you, but you don't keep to them. You don't align yourself with them. So that is what I have today in terms of you understanding how you are sabotaging yourself. So I hope you've learned a thing or two and you are more mindful now about, maybe go do some reflection and just understand that goal that is very important to you. How are you self-sabotaging? How are you stopping yourself from achieving it? And those are the things that, I teach when I do coaching with people, and I help people unlock or get out of this self-sabotage, because especially if it has become a habit, it becomes difficult for you to get out of it, because you have trained yourself for 30 years, 40 years to self-sabotage. So now, how do you get out of that habit? How do you build a new pattern? You need to start from scratch and revisit your why, revisit your values. So with coaching, I help you with everything that has to do with your self-sabotage. Because what we want to do is we want to get you to a space where you are achieving your goals. So you are achieving your goals as quickly as possible because you're working with a coach. So you are excelling in what you do. So what you have set for yourself for that year, or maybe you do it monthly, you've set yourself goals, you achieve them. So with coaching, you have accountability, you have someone helping you when you are stuck with your own patterns, let's call them, with your own patterns that you have learned for a long time. So that is my story. So if you want to come in and let us know if you are able to shift from your self-sabotage, or you want to ask questions about career and the topic that we are discussing today, I am available to assist you. Musa, do you want to come in? So this thing about self-sabotage is really serious, is really, really serious, because it's standing in the way of your greatness. Let's call it like that. It's really standing in your way of being the best version of yourself. So the more you work on it, the more you do some work, and you actually identify that this is my pattern. This is what I do. This is why I am here. I'm not moving forward. Because sometimes it takes a long time to understand that, oh no, this is who I am. I'm a people pleaser, for instance. And if I had let go of this people pleasing, I would have been so far with life. I would have been so far. I would have bought that car that I wanted to buy, but I have been giving people money left, right, and center, and not taking care of me. Thank you so much for the likes. So it's important that you identify. So the work of coaching, it really forces you to look yourself in the mirror. Like, why am I the way that I am? Why am I doing this? Why am I acting like this? Why am I have not achieved what I wanted to achieve? Why is it taking so long for me? I mean, because maybe your friends are moving ahead swiftly, they have no problems. But for you, it's like, what is limiting me? And sometimes you're going to say, someone else is standing in the way. Maybe at work, someone is jealous of me, is not allowing me to fly. But maybe it is you. Maybe it is you. Maybe you are the person that is your biggest enemy here. So it's very important for us as humans to take responsibility for our own actions, for our own patterns, for our own conditioning. So the stuff that we have learned, we have taught ourselves that this is what I do every day, even though it's a self-sabotage, but I keep on doing it. Why? It's not working for you. It has not worked for you for many years. You are not doing yourself any favor by procrastinating, for an example. It's not doing any good for you, for your bank balance, for your growth, for everything. Nothing. It brings you to point number 0, to where you started. But you are so intelligent, you have all these ideas, and people, they don't get to see that at work. Your manager don't get to see how brilliant you are because you hold yourself back. You know that you need to stand out. You need to go and talk maybe in that meeting, and maybe ask your boss for a presentation. Say, no, I actually want to present on our next meeting. But what do? That self-talk says, nope, it's not going to work. I'm going to fail. So that's the work that happens here in your mind. That's the work that needs to happen in your mind, your own personal growth, so that you are not stuck, you're not limited by yourself. I mean, we can excuse you when you're saying, oh no, your boss is standing in your way, but your own self, you deserve everything that is good for you. So do not limit yourself. Do not stand in your way. So yeah, so please follow, please like. Let's get to work on you, on your mindset, on your personal development. Maybe we'll introduce you some books that you can help you, and we'll do 101 coaching just to move you forward. And then to keep the momentum, maybe you invest in some knowledge in books. But this is very important, and I've seen a lot of my clients being held back by these self-sabotage behaviors. I mean, there are so many. I didn't finish them all. I didn't say all of them. There is plenty of them. So being honest with yourself and just being honest with you and knowing yourself. That's another work that we do in coaching, just more self-awareness. Yeah, more self-awareness in who am I, and what are these blind spots? What are these areas that I keep failing and failing? Because chances are you're not slow. I mean, other people, they call themselves slow, but anything you can learn. You can learn anything if you are committed. You can even learn how to change yourself. You can learn the new behaviors because you've learned the old behaviors. The old behaviors you have taught yourself for many years that this is what you do. So even the new behaviors and being the better version of yourself, you can learn. You can set the intention that it's not going to be me anymore who is stuck. It's not going to be me anymore who is not progressing. It's not going to be me anymore who is paralyzed by this fear or by this pattern. You're refusing and you are doing something about it. I think that what is important is you identify and you do something about it. Hello, Nicolene. So that's the whole story of today. Just being intentional about your personal growth and looking yourself straight up. Just asking yourself questions. Why am I stuck? Why am I not there wherever that you want to be? Why am I failing? Why am I not succeeding in this area or in other areas? Because if you are a procrastinator at work, you are definitely a procrastinator in all areas of your life. Yeah? You are procrastinating everywhere. Your family is complaining about it. At work, they are complaining about it. Chat, if you're a leader there, they're complaining about you. Yeah, so it is a pattern that is, moving with you, and you keep on doing the same thing over and over and over. So it's time for those sabotage behaviors to stop. So yeah, so that's my story for today, and I am sticking with it. Thank you so much for listening, and I will pop in again tomorrow, and we'll talk more about how your career, your personal development, your transitioning as well. If you're transitioning from one level to another, or you've got difficulties even with interviews, anything that has to do with career planning, management, transitioning, personal development, I am here to assist you. Okay, so I'm going to close the live if you do not have any questions for me. You don't have any questions for me, so I'm going to close the live. For those of you who are joining, we are doing career signs that you are self-sabotaging yourself. Signs that you self-sabotage. It's a very interesting area, and I mean, we see it all the time. And that's why coaching is here, is actually to assist people in these areas and more areas as well. Okay, so if Musa is not joining me on a chat or anything, we're going to close the live, and I am going to see you again tomorrow, same time, maybe around 12 or maybe around 3, but yeah, between 1 or maybe 2:30 if I've got time between clients. So yeah. Okay, you must keep well. Cheers.